Hello, beautiful souls. How are you today? It is August 14th, 2023, in the most difficult year of my lifetime. I don't know about you. I mean, it's been great in many ways. In other ways, it's been very hard, right? I chose this background today in honor of Hawaii, Maui, and I'm going to touch on that. So, um, I wasn't planning on recording. I didn't have any permissions to record today. Some things came up, some work got done, and it's I'm fanning myself because I'm hot. The message came through about 30 minutes ago. I need to get this message out. So it could possibly trigger people. I don't know. And honestly, I'm beyond the point of really caring. If you get triggered, you have work to do, and it is long since been time to do it. I love you, but how many signs do you need? Okay. There's a lot going on. There's direct energy weapons, there's political upheaval, there's financial upheaval, there's religious upheaval, there's all these things that really truly polarize us, right? Completely polarize us. We are at a point in our evolution of humanity that we are all being shown that we have to take it upon ourselves to be the change we want to see. No one will come save you. Let me repeat myself. If you want things to change, change. Make changes in your own life that helps you navigate the landmines that are set in your path. You do not have to step on them. In many ways, it is a choice that we make to be a victim. That is a choice. So what I've been seeing is a lot of fear, frustration, anger, helplessness, sadness. And I don't mean that the things that are happening shouldn't provoke those types of responses, okay? But what I'm saying is you got to choose not to live there. Feel it for their moment and then understand that every single thing that is happening is by design to elicit a fear victim response so that we emit loosh. I'm going to touch on things right now in this video that you may have never heard of before. I invite you to do your homework. Don't take my word for it. I have videos on all of these topics before today. This is just a aha moment that source is like, we've got to turn this, okay? There's a lot of energy being generated, and it's actually being taken by the darkness and used for energy because their traditional energy sources have been neutralized. A lot of land and grid work and things like that, we work on a regular basis to keep it out of their hands. So that leaves them with the need for a lot of loosh. Loosh is generated by fear, shame, blame, guilt, anger, frustration, sadness. Sounds familiar, right? It sounds like what we're dealing with right now. It's by design. It is by design. So knowledge is power. I've always said knowledge is power, and the truth will set you free. Sometimes we have to be set free of our own attachments to that very used to be comfortable world that is full of little bombs now, right? So if you can understand what the controllers have known for a millennium, everything is frequency, everything is vibration. It was never about a political event. It was never only about the financial markets. It was never only about the government. It was never only about religion. Okay. Those are just the pieces of the puzzle that get put together because it's all about control. And it's not about control for 4 years or 8 years or whatever kind of bullshit you've been buying into and whatever room you've been visiting. And you may look at this video and go, well, this sounds like bullshit too. I invite you to wait around because I have been proven right again and again and again. And why? Because my information comes from Source Creator. You may know him as God. I don't make this stuff up. This stuff channels through me. The dots get connected. I love to be wrong about this environment that we live in. Unfortunately, I'm not. Unfortunately, this has been the Earth experiment that we all signed up for. We volunteered to come to this planet and live on this dimension in an effort to remember that we are more than the labels that they put on us, and we are more than just the body that we walk around in, and we are more than what just this life accomplishes. Okay. Again, I invite you to do your own research. I have absolutely nothing to gain by giving you any false information. I despise it. Now, knowing what they know is just going to give you the ability to make better choices. Okay. We have an entire population of people that are feeling victimized and polarized because they have manipulated us to feel victimized and polarized. Okay. It is a choice to allow that control over you. They do not control you unless you allow it. We're not in China yet, where they weld you into your apartment if you're non-compliant. And I say that because if they get their way, that's exactly what will happen here. The solution to the problem is that every single person that has fear, sadness, anger, frustration, you are sick to death of seeing beautiful places on our planet destroyed to prove a point or to get more control or to get more power. Stand up and say, I am not okay with what you are doing to my country. I am not okay with what you're doing to my state. I am not okay with what you're doing to my people. Okay, because at the end of the day, no matter what color you are or what country you live in or what nationality you are my brother and you are my sister. And I care deeply about your soul evolution. Now, taking that energy, because energy cannot be destroyed, you want to harness the energy just like the bad guys, but you want to use it for good. So you have to transmute that energy from fear to focus, from anger to action, from victim mentality to motivation. You want to be the change that you desire in your own life. It starts within. Source Creator has always had the light within us. We have always been good enough. Always. You have always had the power, but it was taken from you. And we were all groomed in a way to think that that was normal. It is not. It is not. We are sovereign beings. We are multidimensional sovereign beings having a spiritual being having an earthly experience. It's just a blip in time. But in this time, in this now moment, humanity is being called to love yourself enough to stop the madness. Okay? Get off of TikTok. Get off of Instagram. That is not going to change the world. Okay? I understand that I am putting a video out on a, platform. Trust me, if there were any other way, I would use it. But this is it. This is the one that gets people's attention. This is what source says I need to do. So I follow my recommendations by my source creator. They and my spirit team, my ascendant masters, my angels, they know much better than I do in my earthly brain, even though I have great intuition, that this is the thing that needs to be done. Okay. I have plenty of tools and in videos that I've done prior to today on my YouTube and my Rumble channels to help you figure out what the truth is. And speaking of truth, a lot of people are wanting that, disclosure. We want the message to run for, I don't know how long, but 10 days, 3 days, 7 days. I don't know what the running rumor is. What difference will that make if you allow so much control over your life that you lose everything in the waiting game? Stop waiting. You spread the truth. You know it. It's out there. They are just banking on the fact that you're going to cower in the corner and cry in your Cheerios and wonder when someone's going to come ride in on a white horse and save you. And there is no white horse unless you own one. The light and the power and the gifts and the skills that Source Creator gave you have always been inside you, and you have always been good enough. And it's time for you to stand up, shake off those chains, remind yourself by looking in the mirror, I am worthy. I deserve a better life than what has been handed to me and what I have been brainwashed into thinking that that's all I can be grateful for. Give me a break. There are so many people that work 1, 2, 3 jobs just to pay bills. That is living with a small L, practically surviving, and that's it. We were put in a position to live with the big L, to have a abundant life full of joy and bliss and love and compassion. And you know how you get that? Choose it. Stop playing into their games. So the energy that's being created from the fear and the frustration and the anger and all the things, it's up to us individually to take that as it rises up and transmute it. I highly recommend that every meme and video and audio clip that you've been sent that has caused anger and frustration and sadness and fear, every single one of them, I want you to take those emotions and I want you to turn them into love. I want you to turn them into compassion and kindness and empathy for your fellow brothers and sisters. Because at the end of the day, there is absolutely nothing that one of Source Creator's children can do. He won't forgive. And we live in his image. Father, Mother, God's image, in their image. They are loving. They are all-encompassing. And they are forgiving. I invite you to send love out. It is easy as thinking it. We manifest our thoughts. We have a frequency about our being, and that vibration is felt. It reverberates throughout the people around us. Depending on how big your energy field is, you can affect change in your entire city. Be the change you want to see. Source Creator is praying with us that this is a wake-up call to humanity. All these horrible events are happening to wake us up, or to see how far they can push you in the corner, to keep controlling you, to keep eliciting the response that feeds them the loosh, which is their energy, because they don't produce their own energy. They have to steal ours. Again, information in all my videos. The frequency that we hold as light workers and way showers and starseeds is very high. And we are given a responsibility. We volunteered to come down here to help elevate humanity. And if all you're doing is sitting on your couch with the knowledge that you're a starseed, a light worker, and a way shower, and yet all you have done is feed into the beast with fear and shame and blame and victim mentality and talking about justice and beheading people and tribunals and all that. Do I want justice served? Yes, I do. Do I let it consume me? No, not anymore. I was there. I was absolutely there. I'm a veteran of the United States Army. I've been a registered nurse working the front lines in critical care for more than 25 years until last year. Everything that I had done in a professional capacity, in a way, or multiple ways actually, has been part of a huge problem, more than the solution. I decided I could no longer be a part of any problem. I was not put here for that. And I was going to be a part of the solution, even if it was just for 5 people. And I am incredibly blessed to have over 500, almost 600 people subscribe to my channel. Thank you, every single one of you. I ask you to take this video and share it, share it, share it. It might be the day that other people that have never heard these messages before are in a place where they can receive it. See, that's the other thing. You never know when someone is going to be in a position to hear the message. So please keep speaking your truth. If you are a starseed, a way shower, and a light worker, and you are well aware of the truth, you are not fulfilling your soul contract to sit at home on your couch and be quiet and share fear porn. You're not. You're part of the problem. Stop it. If that's all that you're going to contribute, you have shadow work to do. And I invite you to my Telegram channel, and I'll be happy to help you with shadow work because time is short. Now is the time. It was actually a long time ago, but all these things are getting worse in degree, and the solar energies that are coming in, the galactic energies that are coming in, everything is speeding up to a fever pitch. Are you literally going to wait till we get to the pinnacle? Because you have to clear that stuff out to make room for the light codes, to make room for the energy that comes in to help you ascend. You cannot continue to live by the rules set by you or by the people around you for you. You have to live by your own sovereign rules. You have to figure out what that even is. You have to know who you are. Why are you put here? Why did you volunteer to come here? It wasn't so that you could be told to do what you're doing in fear, shame, blame, guilt, and victim mentality. Yes, horrible things have happened. That does not define us. It should motivate us to stop this from ever happening again. We are much, much stronger than anyone ever wanted to give us credit for. And when we combine that strength, we are unstoppable. We are the army. We are the storm. I truly believed a lot of the things that people still believe now. I have more belief in Source Creator, in my angels, archangels, my soul contract, my mission than anything else, because I see it making differences in people's lives every single day. So that's the message. Be the change you want to be. Transmute that negative energy into positive and send it out into the world. There are millions of places that you can send your love energetically. Just think about it and send it to them. It's quantum. It moves. Send your love to Hawaii. They are hurting terribly. It is much worse than what anyone is really showing. I believe that. Send your love where you feel good about sending it. Don't let me tell you where to send it. Whatever really has upset you, take that energy and transmute it and send it right back to those people. They need it. They need compassion. They need healing. And they need love. I implore you, if you've been on the fence, time to jump off. You have to save yourself. Whenever you understand what the controllers have understood for a millennium, then you finally get to play the game in the way that makes a difference. And it is not through violence. It is not through doing more harm. It is through transmuting negative to positive, aligning to source creator, and being the change that you want to see in the world. I do send my deepest condolences to every single person that has been affected by all this stuff. It is not just you. It's not just me. It is millions and millions of people. And I know deep down, every single one of you has the power to change this world. And I invite you to do it. Thank you for tuning in today, and I'll see you next time on Healing Disclosures.